In the last video, I showed you Spendash, my personal finance app built from scratch. You saw the dashboard, the categories, and the forecast. But one question kept coming up. Where does the data actually come from? Today, I'm going to show you exactly that. This is a Python script that takes my raw bank CSV files and transforms them into clean, structured data and ready for Spendash. Let's get into it. So, where does the data actually start? Every month, I export two CSV files from my bank app. One for my checking accounts, one for my savings. My goal, merge them into one clean dataset, ready to compare my actuals against my forecasts. But there is a catch. This raw data can go straight into MongoDB. Why not? 3 problems. First, the bank's category don't match mine. Carte Amazon, the bank says e-commerce. But for me, that could be a book, a gift, a tool. Remember, my rules, not theirs. Second, French decimal. Commas instead of dots, spaces inside numbers. Python doesn't speak French. Third, 2 accounts, 2 schemas. Checking on one side, savings on the other. Different shapes, different fields. I need to harmonize them before I can merge anything. That's the problem, and this is how I solved it. The first step is to extract 2 files from my bank app, checking accounts and savings as CSV files. These files go through a Python script that the engine, a pipeline of 7 stages, which I'll break down right after this section. But I don't let it run on its own. It's wrapped in Streamlight. Streamlight is my control panel. I trigger the pipeline from there, I see the output, and I decide what gets committed. Yeah, this part is human in the loop. Once I approve, the data lands in MongoDB. Mongo holds several collections. 2 of them, my actuals coming from the bank, and my forecast coming from me. The whole point of Spendash, comparing what I plan with what actually happen. The kind of thing a financial controller does every month in company, except here it's my own money. Then my Spendash app, a MERN app, reads from Mongo and renders the dashboard. Actuals against forecast, side by side. And the end user sees the result. That's me. I built Spendash to be my own controller for my own money. Let's dig into the different stages. Stage number 1, validation. Before anything happens, I check that both files have the same column structure. If they don't match, the pipeline stops right there. Stage number 2, normalization. It means I make sure the data types are consistent. Date strings become date times, French decimals become floats, missing strings become empty strings. The kind of clean I do on a corporate finance export. Stage number 3, schema transformation. I rename the columns to match my own model, and I derive what I need to carry later. Month, year, formatted date. Stage number 4, referential enrichment. Each transaction gets a category. 2 paths. If the merchant is known, I use the merchant category. If not, I fall back to the bank category. Stage number 5, business rules. This stage is where I encode my own logic. Rule number 1, I tag every holiday transaction. Vacations are a big spending line for me. I want to know what each trip really costs and compare one trip to another. Rule number 2, I shift the salary date. My paycheck for Feb lands at the end of Jan. If I keep the bank's date, my forecast is wrong every month. So I move the salary into the month it really belongs to. That's the kind of rule a financial controller writes once and keeps for years. Stage number 6. Aggregation. Same input, same age, same output. The pipeline is idempotent. Stage number 7. Load preparation. Final column, selection, sort, and done. The data frame is ready for MongoDB. Let's look at the 4 engineering decisions behind this pipeline. Decision number 1. Not all errors are equal. Some I can recover from, some I can't. If the file structure is wrong, that's a hard stop. There's no way to map something to a column that doesn't exist. If a merchant isn't in my reference table, that's a soft fail. I don't know who that one is, but I can still classify the transaction by its bank label. The pipeline shouldn't crash because of missing detail. It should crash when the foundation is broken. Knowing the difference is what keeps the pipeline running without daily babysitting. Decisions number 2. Same input, same result, always. The pipeline runs once a month, but I built it like it could run 100 times a day. If I accidentally reprocess the same CSV, I shouldn't end up with duplicate rows in MongoDB. The system has to be safe to retry always. That's idempotency, and it's not negotiable when the destination is a production database. Decisions number 3. Every transaction gets a category. An uncategorized transaction is a blind spot in my budget. So in Spendash, uncategorized is itself a category. The bank always gives me a subcategory. If Spendash recognizes it, I map it to one of mine. If not, the transaction is tagged uncategorized. Every uncategorized tag is a to-do for me. Add that subcategory to Spendash mapping, and the next run will pick it up. Decisions number 4. Dates have a meaning beyond the calendar. The bank tells me when a transaction settled. My budget needs to know which month it belongs to. Most of the times are the same, but not always. I get paid at the end of the month, and that paycheck covers the next month. So I treat my salary date as a cutoff. Every transaction after it belongs to the following month, not the current one. Without that shift, my forecast against actual is wrong every month. So I encode it explicitly in the pipeline. That's where my finance background meets my engineering work, and that's a part of the project I love the most. Time to see this in action. Here are my 2 files, actuals from my checking account and savings account. I drop in, 1 click on the Run button, and the 7 stages light up one by one. Validation, normalization, schema, enrichment, business rules, aggregation, and load prep. 22 transactions proceed, 22 new rows. Nothing already in the database, because it's a fresh run. A quick preview of what is about to land, and if it looks right, I commit. Done. The data is in Spendash. And here it is, categorized, ready to compare actuals against forecasts. And that's how the data gets in. Next video, the data model. How I designed the MongoDB schema and the trade-off behind it. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Bye!